Everybody. I am so excited about tonight. I hope that we have lots of you watching live. And whether you are able to watch live or not, if you can't watch live, be sure you give us a hashtag replay. We are broadcasting to several places tonight. I know that I'm going to my business page on Facebook. I'm Michelle Fox from Michelle Fox Beauty. And I'm also going to my YouTube channel, which is also Michelle Fox Beauty. So hello to everybody there. And we are also going to DaleAnn's various social media locations. So I'll talk to you about DaleAnn in just a sec. But I need to remind you of something. I've got a little handy dandy memo here. Please give StreamYard permission to view your name. So what that means is that if you comment, the only way we know who is commenting is if you click wherever it is. I think it's usually above the video in the description. There's a place where you can click, and that gives StreamYard permission to see your name because of the privacy with Facebook and all that good stuff. We want to know who's talking, basically, is the bottom line, okay? So now I'm going to turn that off so I can look at comments. I can only do one thing at a time. Hold on. All right. Hello, Susan. Okay, I'm so excited. This is going to be fun. So we're talking about foundation tonight, and I asked if if I had any volunteers in the beauty world to talk on this, and thank goodness DaleAnn Torbey said yes, I will step up and speak to this. It is a bit of a complicated topic, and most women do struggle trying to figure it out. What is my undertone? How do I match it? How do I figure this out? Oh my gosh, have I been wearing the wrong shade my whole life? Most of us find out yes. So DaleAnn Torbey, she has been an independent beauty consultant with Mary Kay Cosmetics for, wait for it, 28 years. So I think she knows what she's talking about, okay? And one of her specialties is indeed foundation matching. She advises people. She is a beauty consultant. Her Facebook business page is called DaleAnn's Beauty Corner. So you could find her there. And she also has a YouTube channel. I love the name of this. Baby Boomer Beauties. Say that 5 times fast. I love it. DaleAnn has 3 grown children, 5 grandchildren, and this kills me because she does not seem old enough, but she has a great grandbaby due in December, right? December?
That's correct, yes.
Unreal. And she not only does her Mary Kay business, but she also works at her church. She keeps herself very, very, very busy. So thank you, DaleAnn, so much for joining us tonight. I'm super excited to have you. I am going to just get myself off the screen and let you take it away if that's okay with you. Does that sound good?
That's fine. Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. I'll take it away.
Hi, everyone. Like Michelle said, I'm DaleAnn with Mary Kay Cosmetics. I've been building my business for 28 years. And what I'm going to talk about today is just one type of foundation, and it's a foundation that I use. I don't know if you can see these. Oh, here they are. Hey, this is live TV here, or we're on live. So this is a bronze color. This is a beige, and this is ivory. And as you can see, I just go with this color in the middle because that's the one that really sets it apart from the other ones, and that's the one that I use. So, but before I do that, I want to do this. This is our Mary Kay eye makeup remover, and it's good for everything. But I want to take the foundation off so I don't get it all over my clothes. So here we go. As you can see, it comes right off. Voila. Can't even tell it was on there. So that is that. So now what I'm going to do is we have 2 different brushes that we can use to apply our foundation. This is a foundation. This is a blending brush, and the other one is a foundation brush. I prefer this brush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that beige foundation on my face. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit right here. This is how I apply my foundation every single day. I take off my glasses. Oh, but before I do that, there's something special that I want to show you. It is called Foundation Primer, and it has SPF in it. So I am just going to take a tiny little bit, and what that does, it sets your foundation. Just put a little bit, just rub it in like this. And I don't use very much, I just use enough. And basically what it does is sort of fills in your wrinkles, and it fills in whatever little things you have that are on your face. So that's that. It doesn't take very long to dry. Now I'm going to add the foundation. I always start up here on my forehead, and I just work my way down. So there we go. So here we go. And then I love this blending brush because it's very tight, has very tight bristles. And that's what I really love about it. And it goes on really, really nice. As you can tell, I have a little bit of red in my skin. And this pretty much will cover most everything. I'm going to give it a little dab more just because I'm on live TV or live, whatever we're on anyway. There we go. So that's going to take the redness away. So if you need to add a little bit more, it's okay. Whatever you need, that's what you need to do. Okay. So my next step that I do, and I do this every single morning. I get up, I wash my face, I put my moisturizer on. I already had moisturizer on. Then I do the foundation primer. Then I do the CC cream. I use the CC cream. It's correcting cream. So I love it. It lasts all day. So that's what I would do first. So the next what I do, because I do a lot of Zoom at least 2 or 3 times a week. So then what I do, I have, let me put my glasses on so I can read the correct name. It's called Under Eye Corrector. I use this every single day. This is like one of my favorite products in Mary Kay. So what I do, I just go like this. And I like to use a sponge for this. And this is a big, big sponge. And so what I do is I just blend it in like this. And you're probably going to say, well, you know, DaleAnn, that's a little light. But let me tell you what happens. It sort of blends in. And I just pat it a little bit. There you go. I have a little bit of eye makeup on, so I'm not going to do anything about eye makeup because we're here basically talking about the foundation and how to prepare your face for your foundation. So that's what I did. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of finishing powder. I'm just going to rub it all over like this, blend it in, just so that I don't have a shine. I don't use too much powder, but just enough to cover. And then my next step, it's called finishing spray. So I'm going to take the finishing spray and I'm going to just spray it over, and voila, that takes me all day and I don't have to do any touch-ups. I do a little touch-up with my lipstick. Other than that, I don't ever touch up my makeup. I just let it be just like that. So that's my routine. Take it away, Michelle.
Awesome. So how did you know like what your undertone was? So you showed us like the ivory, beige, bronze. And so you decided that you were beige, the middle one, right?
Yes, my undertones are well, I don't know what they're called now, but I have a lot of pink in my skin. So my undertones are really cool. Mm-hmm. And I don't mean I'm so cool. I'm just saying that my undertones are cool.
So is it true that when you are in the sun, then that you burn pretty easily?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right. Yes. All right. I had just, my blog this week is about determining your undertone and helping figure out your foundation. And my understanding is that how you react to the sun is one of the big ways to figure it out. And if you burn, you are likely cool, like you, with a pink undertone. Or if you're very dark complected and you're not affected at all by the sun, like you stay the same shade regardless of sun exposure, that is also considered cool. That might be more of a blue undertone, which I just find this stuff interesting. I'm kind of I'm a beauty geek, okay? But and then with the warm, the yellow undertone, if you tan easily, you know, those are kind of easy. But for me, I drove myself crazy because I think I've been every possible undertone, foundation shade, everything, and I finally figured out it's because I'm actually neutral. And
Okay.
were you aware that there were neutral people?
To tell you the truth, I did not know there were neutral people. I thought it was warm, cool.
Yeah. And so
That was
it
it.
rocked my world. It made me just feel like, oh, okay, now I get it. But maybe they're just making that up for me so I feel better.
But at least now
Oh my
you have your undertone. You know what it is, and you know
Yeah.
what type of foundation to use.
Yep. What about different formulas? So, like, let's say somebody has tried foundation and they come to you for a consultation and they're like, I don't like foundation because I don't like how it feels. Like, it's so heavy. I hear that a lot. I
I
think
hear
it's heavy.
that.
It looks fake. I'll never wear foundation. People are like really, hate it. So
They
what
really
would your
are.
response to that be?
Well, my response was back in the day, and I'm a baby boomer. So back in the day, all they had was really heavy, heavy makeup. And you put it on, and if you smiled, your face was going to crack. Okay, so that's how it was.
Yeah.
But I found when before I became a Mary Kay consultant, I had gone to a few parties. And one thing I did notice about their foundation, and I know now a lot of different brands have it, their foundation is very light. It's very light, but it has a lot of full coverage. So when I tell my clients, what is it that you're looking for in a foundation, then I can steer them the right way. But back in the day, like I said, everything was very, very heavy. It was hard to get people to try a foundation. They just said, no, I don't want to do it. And I said, well, you should just try it,
Yeah.
That's what
What if someone is blemish prone? Is foundation going to cause an issue for them? Does it clog your pores? Does it,
Well,
is it oily necessarily?
I find with my clients that are acne prone, we have different types of foundations in Mary Kay. So we have one that's called matte finish, and it doesn't clog your pores, and it just actually it absorbs the oil during the day. So I encourage them to try something like that, and they can try it. If they don't like it, they just give it back, and I'll send it back. It's 100% It's 100% a guarantee in Mary Kay. Try the product before you buy it. If you don't like it, you get your money back.
Do you have samples? Like, can they, or do they
Oh, yes.
come to you, or okay?
Well,
All right.
normally before the pandemic, everybody was coming to my house. I like to work out of my house. I have lots of samples. I actually encourage using full product sizes so that my clients will know what they're going to be getting. So that's
That
what we
makes
would
sense.
use.
Okay. All right. So I forgot to mention when I introduced you that you are from sunny California. Am I right?
I'm actually from the Four Seasons of Chicago.
Oh, you're in Chicago right now?
No, I live in California, but
Okay.
originally
from Chicago. Okay.
Chicago,
So I'm
yes.
in Michigan. So
Uh-huh.
like in Michigan, it's radically, summer, we have sun. The whole rest of the year, we do not. So it's like we have the color that we are in the summer, even if we wear a sunscreen, and then the color that we are the whole rest of the year. Is that how it is in California? Or are you kind of like stay the
Well,
same? Because I have to have a different. I just switched a foundation like to a different shade today because I realized I can't wear my winter shade anymore. Does that happen for you as well?
I personally never change my color because
Okay.
I'm not a sun lover. I don't go in the sun, but I have clients that they do, and sometimes they even mix colors because they're looking for the right foundation color for them. But they do switch in the summer, and then they do switch back in the winter. Well, whatever we consider winter here, because it's always sunny.
Yeah.
We get no rain.
Gee, that not fair, not fair.
I know it's not fair that we don't get any rain.
Whatever. So what about, is the setting powder the same as mineral powder? Like, is the setting powder a foundation, or
No.
is that different?
It's different. We did have a mineral powder for a while. I mean, there is that other company, I think it's Bare Minerals, that they have. It was like a foundation, but our setting powder is just like a finishing powder.
Okay.
So you just put it on like I say, I just use it lightly. And we also have a translucent powder, which I love that one, but it's not as a foundation. No.
Okay. All right. So you did a primer before,
Yes.
and then you did the setting powder and a spray to set it. So 3 different things to keep it. Do people have to use all of those things, or is that, can they just pick one, or
Well,
how does that work?
They can use whatever they like. This is what I like to use. And I encourage people to, if you want the look that I have, then, get the primer. The primer is really, really, really good. And it gives a little bit of moisture to your face, and it has the SPF in it. So I use this, and because I'm doing so many Zooms, I don't want my face to be shiny. So that's why I use the setting powder.
Okay.
And then, hey, if you're going to go that far, you might as well just use the finishing spray.
So they all have slightly different purposes, and you're like, I've got them here, so I might as well use them all.
Exactly.
I like your style. All right, so let's see. I wrote down a few other questions. But one thing this is kind of out of left field, but I have the darndest time cleaning my foundation brush. Like all my other brushes, because it's powdery, they clean up pretty well. But my foundation brush, it seems like it's really hard to get that bugger clean. Do you have any tricks up your sleeve? Like, what do you typically use to clean that?
Well, I use 2 things. There is, we do have Mary Kay does have a little spray that you can clean your brushes with. And that's very good. But also, I just like to use soap and water. And this is the one that, this is the one that I love the best. I just go back and forth, back and forth. Ooh, see, it's a mess. Go back and forth, back and forth. And it comes out. It's really,
soap, like dish soap or like hand soap, or
yeah, I just use a little Dawn.
Dawn does everything. Dawn does it all. That is for sure. All right. Very cool. Well, any final thoughts? Like, if somebody is still kind of on the fence, like, yeah, that's all well and good, but I don't think you would be able to find a foundation for me. Here's my thing. I noticed that as we age, whether we ever wore foundation before or not, it's time to try one. Exactly. Because we get, uneven skin. We know most of us get age spots, even if we're trying not to. And even if you have a bad vibe about foundation, it really can make a difference.
It really helps.
I think, so what would you say to somebody that's still kind of like, I don't buy it? Okay,
what I tell my clients, and I do say this, you're going to think I don't say this, I do. Think of your face as a windshield. And just think of all that gunk that comes on your windshield. You want to protect your face. This is the only face that you're going to have. So the best thing that you can do to protect your face is to put a protection on. That protection would be foundation. And so
Excellent.
it works every time.
Dang. Dang. Yeah. I feel gross already.
No, because you have your protection on.
That is very interesting. I love the foundation I'm using now. I do think I'm neutral. I'm just so happy that I finally figured it out.
Oh, good.
And I really enjoyed listening to you and watching you. I appreciate that so much. And I have a suspicion that you'll probably meet your customers on your beauty page, maybe with a few more thoughts. I don't know, but I'm guessing. And I will as well. So I am a beauty consultant. And so if you are my customer and meet me back in my private customer group, we will have a conversation about foundations there. We'll kind of take it a little further. All the rest of you that are watching, if you are watching on Facebook, remember to like the video, share it with somebody that might enjoy it. Follow us on our business pages. And if you are a YouTube viewer, please subscribe to our channels. That is one way that you can show our support, and it doesn't cost a dime.
Exactly.
So we appreciate you so much. If you learned something, please let us know. Let's look and see. I don't think there were any questions. If we missed something, we will come back and answer it. And if you are watching the replay and you ask a question, we will follow up and answer it. Okay.
Yes,
We're
we
very
will.
good about that.
Yes.
So
And
thanks
Michelle,
everybody for your time. Thanks
Michelle, I want to
so
thank you
much,
for having
DaleAnn.
me. I really
Oh, it was
appreciate you
super
having me
fun.
here.
All
It was
right.
a lot of fun.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a great evening and get some foundation, for crying out loud.
Definitely. Protect your face.
Yes. Okay. Good night.
Good night.